Hi there, it's Tracy Coughlin with Four Wheel Consulting, and today we're going to talk about setting goals. So there's a couple of really important things about setting goals. When we write things down that we wish we had, are those goals or are they just dreams? They're really just dreams until you put an action plan behind that thought or that wish or that hope. And of course it needs to be a somewhat realistic hope as well in order to become an actual achieved goal. So I like to use what I call the 1-3-5, and what that is it's identifying your one major goal and then identifying 3 areas and strategies that you need to work on in order to achieve that goal. And then underneath that, I have the 5 action steps that you need to do in order to do that. So for example, if I were to say, my goal is to sell 48 houses this year, then the number one strategy that I'm going to have is lead generation, of course. So what am I going to put under that lead generation as an action step? I'm going to be as specific as I possibly can on what it is that I want to do. So I'm going to farm my neighborhood. I'm going to send out a newsletter once a month. I'm going to create a Facebook group, and I'm going to be in touch with the entire neighborhood at least once a month. That's an action step. I'm going to call expireds and FSBOs on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. That's an action step, and it's a specific action step. So that's the most important piece of doing this. Once you're done with this 1-3-5, you should be able to use it as a to-do list of what you're going to do every day. When you're not sure what to do, you look at your 1-3-5 and you go, okay, these are the action steps that I said I was going to do. And again, they're specific action steps. So I like to put lead generation as one strategy, networking or marketing as another strategy, and maybe education as a third strategy, so that I'm improving myself. Because the reality is that you can't achieve your business goals if your personal development is down here. They've got to be working together in conjunction. They're never quite even, but if your business goals are here and your personal development progress is down here, it's going to take a lot longer to do. So education is always a piece, whether it be coaching, going and learning from other people and mentoring, taking classes, whatever it is that you have to do, reading, to be better at this. Now, in conjunction with the 1-3-5, I also do what I call a growth plan. And the growth plan is where I have you identify 4 things that you're going to do every month for the year. So now that we're in January, it's a perfect time to do this. And I have copies of these that I can send to you guys. But identifying those 4 things that are going to make you or help you grow. These are things that are probably going to make you feel uncomfortable. And the goal here is to get comfortable being uncomfortable. So I've had clients actually start skydiving. I've had clients start to do some really crazy things when they're identifying what it is that they want to do to get out of their comfort zone. So if you're a person who doesn't, network very well, or you can improve on that, then maybe you put down a networking event every month. Always have a book, and when I say a book, I mean an actual specified title of a book that you're going to read every month. If you read 10 minutes a day, you should get through an average book in once a month. So you can get through 12 books in a year just by reading 10 minutes a day. And that's growth because you're feeding your brain. Learning how to meditate, learning how to do something completely different that you've never done before, that you've wanted to do before. I learned how to do pottery. I'm not very good at it, but I learned how to do it. My next step is to learn Excel and how to write the formulas for Excel. Does it have anything to do with my business? Not really, but it's something that I'm intimidated by. It's something that holds me back from maybe excelling a little bit because excelling in Excel, because I don't know how to do the formulas and I don't know how to do that. So I can copy a spreadsheet and work on a spreadsheet, but to actually create it is another thing. So for me, that's personal growth. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with real estate, but it's personal growth. So you get my point. So in setting those goals, make sure that you're realistic, identify the goal that you want, identify the strategies that you're going to need to work on in order to get there. Number 1 being lead generation, and then also the 5 action steps under each one of those strategies on what it is that you're going to do on a weekly, daily, monthly basis in order to make that goal happen. Goals can be achieved if you have the action steps. And then do a growth plan to work on your personal development, on the things that you want to get better at and prosper in. And I find that when you're growing in that personal development area, the business just follows really, really quickly. If you have any questions, give me a holler. Thanks.